Out of interest, I actually went onto Amazon and searched on business plans, and there's over 5,000 publications that relate to business plans. So there are lots of different views as to what a business plan consists of and how you should actually prepare it. But in my view, it should be no longer than 20 pages. It should have a executive overview of about 2 pages. And then the content within has to actually clearly represent the reason that you're looking for money and what you're going to do with that money. The executive overview is very important because, as I said earlier, out of 100 business plans, 90 of them essentially go in the bin. So if you cannot get the attention of a business angel in the first 2 pages, then you've actually wasted an opportunity. So the key points about what is your business about, what's the business opportunity, what's the marketplace, what's the dynamic of the marketplace, and what's very important to the investor is how you're actually going to grow this business and exit it within ideally a 3 to 5 year period. I think when it comes to the quality of business plans that would come across my desk, they're sort of mixed. You can clearly see the ones that have had no real support from business advisors. It's something that the individuals have tried to put together. It might be good detail, but it's not necessarily put in the right way with the right emphasis, and probably not the right level of financial detail. You need to have a business plan that includes projected revenues over at least a 3, possibly a 5 year period. You need to have a clear cash flow, to show what you're going to do with the money. And you need to show how you're going to spend the money on different assets, different costs and such like. So it needs quite a lot of detail that people that are just perhaps running a smaller business may not necessarily get into, because there is no need for them to do that. Because there are more opportunities out there than you can shake a stick at. So the business angel can actually make his choices, relatively easy. He can discount you very quickly. He can actually decide that there's something about the business, something about you that he'd like to get involved in. Because, as I said earlier, it's not just money. It's an involvement that the business angel would like to have with this business going forward. Entrepreneurs have lots of ideas, and whatever ideas they have, certainly the ones that they put forward for funding, they believe that it's the best thing since sliced bread. Now, if you're a business angel sitting the other side of the table, you look at it in quite a different light. And when you start to see business plans that say there is no known competition, then it starts to worry me, because there may not be direct head-to-head competition, but there is potentially competition coming from another source. There may actually, and in many cases there are actually similar products already out there, but they haven't done enough research to actually realize that. So if that happens, then your confidence is gone immediately. And that's one that goes straight in the bin. And then when it comes to marketing, it's not enough just to produce a product. And this can be a problem that perhaps people from a technical background may have. They can produce the best product going, but unless they understand how that product or that service is going to get to market, then again, the business is not going to grow at the rate that the business angel is looking for. So it's pretty straightforward elements of a business plan, each one of them that you have to get correct. If you get one of them wrong, then it's actually going to put off the business angel investor. I think when you're reading a business plan, you need to sort of dig under the covers a little bit, because you may actually have a great opportunity with an individual who's not a great wordsmith, or a not so good opportunity with an individual who's a great wordsmith and he's been able to couch the whole opportunity in some wonderful words to actually draw you in. So, and that's where due diligence comes along. That once you've got past that stage of saying, I would like to take a more serious look, then you get into due diligence. But if you haven't been able to actually draw the business angel in the first place, then you're never going to get past first base. One thing to bear in mind when you're putting these business plans together is that you obviously have to include a profit and loss and a balance sheet. But what's very useful if you can actually include financial ratios into it, because this will actually then allow the business angel to actually do some comparisons with other industries, other product or service areas. So that can be quite a useful thing to put in place. And it actually shows that you have a much better grasp of how to put a business plan together and what some of the issues are that you actually need to monitor as time goes by. So it's not as though that all you have to do is complete a business plan, send it off in the mail, have a quick chat with somebody, and the investment is done. It just doesn't work like that. It's far more complex, and the level of ability of business angels to be able to dig very deeply into what your proposition is and what your business is actually very high. So the preparation that goes into your business plan is very, very important. Not just the business plan, but making sure you have EIS relief and a number of other things as well.